nowadays, most businesses are seeing AI not as a buzzword or something that is coming and going, but something that is here to stay. And one of the ways that artificial intelligence or AI is being used in businesses is automating manual processes. The most common being the front desk, because the front desk is usually a bottleneck of missed appointments, missed calls, and all these things that need to get going and they need humans to process. But artificial intelligence has a way of managing this one task that is the front desk, and it does it in a very like seamless way, such that businesses no longer have to like respond to calls or like respond to chats. They just hand that over to AI and it does all the work. And the businesses that are adopting this right now are the ones that are scaling at high levels, because if your calendar is booked out because 24/7 you have someone on the phone who is not a person, so there is no burnout and all that, and you're not going to like pay extra hours, this AI agent like pays for itself. So when your business has that one employee who is now an AI agent working for you 24/7, it means that your calendar can be easily booked out. So why not open a new like avenue for like a new business? Like why not scale your business? Because now if you have someone who is there, you just employ the same the same agent, just give it like now this other business to run. So that is what artificial intelligence can do for you and for your business. And in this video I'm going to take you through what is an AI agent and what it can do for your business. So an AI agent is a system that uses artificial intelligence to reason and take action in order to achieve a specific goal without constant human interaction. So it's not like a typical bot that answers questions. An AI agent can, first, it can answer questions, but it can also expound on those questions or break down complex questions. And it can also use external tools like APIs and web browsers and call like databases, etc. In businesses today, we are seeing a huge shift in the way people are conducting business. The first thing that you will notice is that people are like seeing the bottlenecks that are usually there in business. For example, they are usually like missed calls, they are like missed appointments and all that. And AI agents are able to act on such tasks like booking meetings. They can also record those meetings. They can do things that human beings can do without mistakes because it is repeatable. Yeah. So if you observe the typical way that people give businesses money or how you buy from a business, it is that most of the time you buy from the person who is going to respond the fastest. So if I'm going to like text 3 businesses, the first one that is going to like respond to me, that is the most likely business that I'm going to do business with. So in the same way, for you, for it is the same for many other people. It means that if your business is not responding fast enough, it's likely that you're losing that customer to a person who is responding fast enough. And for people, you have like you work from maybe 8 to 6 p.m. if you're like this typical business like a salon, maybe a clinic, a dentist clinic, a studio, a gym. You have those hours that you're usually there, and then the rest of the time you're not available for your business. You're not available on weekends, you're not available on holidays. You can't answer questions that are regarding your business. But an AI agent can work 24/7. This means that it's going to be available to answer questions like, are you working on Sunday? Or can I book up an appointment for Monday? And this person is asking on a Sunday when you're not available. So instead of you being there monitoring your phone, the AI agent lives within that phone of yours, within a WhatsApp number, such that it can answer questions regarding your business. It can answer question about the policies, the refund policy, the pricing of goods, the services available. What can I do to do, like how do I take care of my hair if it looks like this? How do I clean? Like there are all those things that an AI agent can do. So um let us understand the difference between like an all the bots, the typical bots, and what is an AI agent. Because kitambo, you used to like, not kitambo, even these days you can like go into a business and then you chatting with the number that you were given, and then you're told press one for this, press two for this. It is constrained to that information. When you ask it anything outside of that, what that is constrained, it breaks and it's going to disappoint customers and it's going to be frustrating. But an AI agent does not break because of typos, does not break because someone like answered rudely or did something that is not there. It has the parameters to answer that particular question or hand over to a human being. It knows its boundaries, knows what I can say in this situation. Which is why it is good to understand the anatomy of an AI agent, what makes it. So you can see an AI agent, number one, it's going to have a brain, which is the large language model, and then it's going to have instructions or the prompt. It's going to have memory. It's going to have external knowledge, which is the like the database, the Excel, the web browser, where it's going to get into its information, and then it's going to have tools. Tools is where now what does it do with this information now? How does it act? How does it like now, if someone asks me this, how do I go from point A to point B? So I'm going to call this tool to complete. That is why an AI agent is knowledgeable or more advanced than a typical bot. Um, Let us see how it's going to like receive information and what happens. So this is how it works. Someone chats with, like, texts you on WhatsApp. Now text this agent. Once the agent um, receives the message here, the LLM, which is now a large language model like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, once it receives that message, it knows what to call. Now, for a business that may be like a salon, like maybe someone sends a photo and says, um do you do this style? So it's going to go into the database here of the salon and it's going to say, it's going to look like, do we have a matching photo? What is closest to this? If it has that, it identifies it and says, yes, we do that for this price, because the database has listed the photo and the price. Or it's going to tell you that, no, let me hand you over to the business owner and they can respond. So this conversation is coming from here to the here to here to here. But there's also memory, because an AI agent needs to like hold context. It has to remember who is talking and why we are talking. What are we discussing in this message? So it's going to have memory, it's going to have an external source of information, and then it's going to go call tools using APIs. APIs is the way like applications call each other or communicate to each other. So if this we say is ChatGPT here, ChatGPT is going to call it's going to call maybe WhatsApp and say and respond to your message. So the message comes in, it's going first to respond, and then you ask it a question, checks the database, and then responds again. And then if it is not able to respond, it can also call the business owner, or it can book an appointment on Google Calendar, which is what makes it powerful and important to run a business, because now you see it has the information, it has the constraints, and for this you have now the instructions or the prompt that you've given unto it. You've given it its role, you have told it what role it's taking, like is it an assistant, is it a receptionist, is it a chief of staff, what is it doing in your business? So you give it a role and then you give it the objective, that this is what you're supposed to do. Your role is, you are this, Your objective is to answer customers' questions and then escalate to a human being if this and this happens. This is a price list. Never quote a price that is not here. If you find um a question about price that is not here, you escalate to a human being so it can it can send an email to you. It can also send you another message via WhatsApp, via whichever means of communication you've given it. And that is what makes it like more accurate. And then the accuracy is consistent. So you're not going to have like these arguments with employees that today this person bargained to a certain level and then like they you either lose money or maybe this person was not able to close a customer or all that. So this AI agent is that powerful. And if your business is not adopting AI, you can be sure that another business is adopting AI. And it is not going to take your business. AI is going to replace businesses that are not using AI, but because they're going to be replaced by the businesses that are using AI. So you either like adopt and you adopt fast because the window is like closing fast. And because of this shift in business and of these entry level jobs and all that, you can tell that AI is going to take all those jobs. So if you're in a business that can use AI, adopt it fast. If you're in a workplace where you know that AI could take your job, start learning it right now so that you're not like being replaced by AI. You can tell your boss that now we can automate these things. We can automate like processes in our business, and you tell them that I know how to do these things. So once you do that, you're not going to be one of the people that is going to say that AI took my job. You're going to be the person that used AI to perform your job and now you are irreplaceable. So let's adopt AI for either conducting business or using it to improve the workflows and the processes in your business so you don't get left behind, because in the next 2 3 years you're going to see that AI is going to be so commonplace that anyone who's not using it is like when social media came up, you were like, okay, but now it's still here. And people who made like they embraced it quick enough. They have millions of followers. So they became the people that like pioneered that industry. So be one of those people that adopt AI so that you're not left behind. So that's it for this video. I'm going to see you in the next one. If you need to learn more about AI, just leave a comment in the video. You can also email me. We have an email address in the description. And we are going to continue this conversation. We can plug AI for your business. Also, like send me an email and we can help you learn how to do it for yourself. That is also something that we can do. So it's nice seeing you guys start adopting AI. Let's not get left behind when other people are doing this thing. Be in it and win using AI. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you have understood what are AI agents, and see you in the next one. So like, subscribe, and share widely. So thank you guys and have a good time.